So imaginary bull markets do not last. And so at this point, the entire Wall Street is convinced that the market's going to go higher by the end of the year. Yet the situation as far as the economy continues to deteriorate. The big, beautiful bullshit is actually a reason to sell stocks, not to buy them. Inflation running out of control, which is exactly what the big, beautiful bullshit bill does, actually only helps the inflation skyrocket. So, talking about him bitching at the Fed all the fucking time. He's the one that creates all the goddamn inflation in the world with the wars and bullshit. And guys, this is inevitable. That, you know, number one, there's few things that are absolutely fucking inevitable. Number one, and that's like on the long-term scale, United States is bankrupt, okay? Trump trying to pull some strings here and there is only making shit worse. Maybe United States could have fucking made it for another 5-10 years, but with Trump doing the shit that he does with the big, beautiful bullshit, I'm sorry. I mean, you know, but United States is fucked. So how do you trade it? It's very simple. You know, you got this big, beautiful bullshit, imaginary bull market that has zero substance behind it. Zero fucking substance. And we're trading at all-time highs, which presents the biggest, most beautiful shorting opportunity of all fucking times in the financial markets. Just when the last bear on Wall Street throws their flag in and saying, oh, fuck it, we're going high by the end of the year. You know, them son of a bitches don't have a fucking brain. Yeah, they got AI, but AI, when it comes to trading, don't get shit right. Okay? Like, it's funny when you see all these channels posting like, well, let's ask AI, what is a good trade today? Well, let's ask AI if the market is going to go higher or lower. Let's ask AI where Bitcoin is going. AI do not have a fucking clue. Like, if you looked at any of these prompts and answers, like, AI don't get shit right. So that's why you come to 13 Market Moves, because we beat AI fucking every day here. And, you know, most of the people just think, well, you only make money on puts when stocks drop. No, you're so fucking wrong. By the time it is apparent for everyone that stocks are dropping, it is too late to make money on puts. So the biggest bullshit bull market of all fucking times is where you make it big on puts. So let me just elaborate a little bit. So last Friday, I didn't have a chance to record some stuff on the weekend. I've been flying and traveling, but guys, the biggest trade on Friday was on these little known stock that we've been talking so much about in the last 2 weeks. And the stock is ticker CRCL, Circle Internet Bullshit. It's another bullshit. And guys, we love to call bullshit here at 13 Market Moves. And I recorded a couple of messages about it. If you traded with me, you know you made a fucking fortune. Congratulations. CRCL. So first, last week it drops from 300 to 220. 214, 220 area. And then on a Friday, it bounces to 224. And if you were trading with me or another 13 Market Moves coach here, then you guys know what the fuck we told you to do. We told you to grab your balls and short the fuck out of 200 strike puts on Friday on CRCL. And then you were texting me every goddamn 20 minutes because you were wanting to jump out of the trade so badly. So badly. Leo, my wife is going to kill me if she finds out I'm up 700,000 on this trade. If she finds out I was up 700,000 and I don't cash out, she will fucking kill me, Leo. Now, some of you were only up 100K, a couple 100K, but guys, it didn't take that much to make the 100 to 200K. Opposite to the contrary, believe if you know how to short the bullshit bull market. I mean, those are some of the craziest fucking phenomenal shorting opportunities. 60x trade, guys. 60 fucking X. If you shorted CRCL at 224 on a Friday, the shit ends up today in the low 170s. The 220, the 200 strike puts were going for 40, 50 cents, 60 cents. If you got a little late entry, you still could have gotten at $1. Guys, those puts were worth $40 at the end of the fucking day. Okay? It's not crazy. Okay? It's real stuff. I mean, that's why you want to come and trade options with 13 market moves coach. Now, not to mention, okay, this was a 60x trade in what? On puts in the most bullish bullshit market of all motherfucking times. Let me ask you something. How bullish is it? This piece of shit stock, CRCL, goes from fucking $40 to $300. You cannot stop me with a nuclear warhead to not short this son of a gun. It's fucking impossible. When the market is doing something so fucking stupid and ridiculous, you gotta short it. And normally we have these kind of circumstances that's why I call it the big bullshit. I mean, call it the biggest beautiful short of all times based off the most imaginary big bullshit fucking bull market that everyone is trying to think that it is, but it really is nothing like it. So the point is, we've seen this show before so many times, right? There were a couple of, for example, there were a few electric cars that were, going public back in, 5 years ago, and now they're trading 90% lower than where they were. I mean, the hype comes and goes, okay? You just got to catch the moment to fucking short it. And so Friday was a beautiful moment for a 60x trade on CRCL. Now, honestly, Tesla was another trade that I've talked about in the prior couple of podcasts. I said, look, Tesla is going to go to shit, okay? And we had a target of 280 on Tesla last week. We shorted it last week at 257, 240, 357. I'm thinking in the 200s because that's what I'm thinking the shit is going, because we've been buying 240 strike puts that expire in like 2 months from now, 30 days from now. Tesla is absolutely going to fucking collapse. I mean, I don't know where the floor is going to be. 200 or 150 or fucking $88 is probably going to be the floor on Tesla at some point this year. But the point is this, okay? Tesla was a simple, easy little fucking trade that initially went like 6-7x with a shitty entry at like 346 entry. And I mean, it did go 16x on a 357 entry. So that's how much of a difference your entries make. But the point is this: Tesla could have easily dropped last week to 280. It actually, there were some Wall Street bulls, right? That these fuckers were buying it at 320 for no fucking reason in the world. And the reason I stated you should have shorted it last week, I said, look, anytime Tesla makes any kind of event or announcement, it's a 99.9% probability of a drop after that. So if you were excited about the robotaxi launch in Austin, Texas, then you should have shorted that bounce. And now the stock is by more than 20% lower, 25% almost below our entry at 357. Now, Tesla could have made more money on puts last week on Friday. But again, you got two fucking goofballs on Wall Street that decided to buy it at 320 and they stole the entire fucking action. That kind of shit is going to happen periodically. Okay? But you got to understand, okay, just because the trade only went 6x or for some of you 16x, okay, that's not a reason to not short it again. So if you're trading with a coach or if you're part of the group, You guys got the message loud and clear. How many fucking messages have I sent out? How many of you have I called and said, short the fuck out of Tesla now? And so, needless to say, okay, overnight, fucking Tesla drops again. Today, briefly touches 293. I think it closed around 301, something like that. But that's not, we're nowhere near the bottom on Tesla. Nowhere near. Nowhere fucking near. Tesla's going to drop by another 50%, but by the time 2025 is over, and that's probably like a conservative. That's probably a conservative estimate. But if you want to make money with put options in this biggest, most beautiful bullshit fucking imaginary bull market, then you should be asking yourself questions like, okay, why do we have some of the most notorious favorite stocks that are dropping? Like Tesla is down 25%. This garbage CRCL is down 50% within 5 trading sessions. Like, is that a sign of a bull? Like, there's still stocks that are down 50 to 90% from the beginning of the year. So, and the reason why you're missing some of these stupidest, easiest fucking trades in the world is because you're not trading with a 13 market moves coach. That's a given. But because you're focusing on the indexes and you're focusing on garbage news out there. So when you look at the indexes, it looks like the market's going higher, but yet you're missing trading opportunities that, you know, stocks like CRCL dropping fucking 50% in 4 or 5 trading sessions. Like, good luck matching that type of setup with any kind of setup on the bull side. All right, some of you may say, well, CRCL, Leo, you just said it's been climbing from $40 to $300. Yeah, but the options were so fucking overpriced that there was no way you would have made the money on the call options. There's no way you could have made 60x on call options because they were so fucking overpriced. Which takes me to the main point of this podcast. It is not sometimes by how much something drops, but it is always about how much you're paying for the option versus how much you're selling it for. And you know, some of you are just sitting there waiting for the biggest market crash in the world, which is coming. That's fine, okay? But that's not where you're going to make the most money. You're going to make the most money when options are mispriced. By the time it is apparent to the rest of the world that fucking market is collapsing, okay, I promise you, you're not going to put a 60x trade, okay? So for those of you that are like mega fucking bulls out there betting the market's going to all-time highs, good fucking luck. You're doing it at the very motherfucking market top. Like, you got to understand, the market's been bullish since 2008. So what does that make it? 17-year bull run. And now you got analysts on Wall Street, right? They were having fucking heart attack in April because these fuckers were clueless, right? Good luck finding one single bearish video in like January, February of this year. Anybody on Wall Street warning you, oh my God, we're about to drop 1%. Nobody but 13 market moves, okay? And now these same fuckers that got away with a heart attack when the market collapsed in February, March, and April, these are the same fuckers, okay, that already forgot they had a fucking heart attack. They're telling you the market's going to go to all-time highs again, and it's going to be like, look, the way they're fucking talking about it, they're making bets. Like, literally, you had the founder of BlackRock, the biggest fucking bank, investment bank in the world. They're talking about, he goes out on CNBC and he says, like, the probability of the market finishing the year higher from here is 2 to 1. Okay? Now, you don't go and make those sort of public statements on CNBC interview, right? Number one, unless you have some inside information, unless you've, you got a fucking gazillion people working for you, running numbers, running bullshit. You got the inside information. BlackRock certainly does. All these mega fucking big banks do. And they still get shit wrong, is my point. So look, guys, my bet is this fucking co-founder of BlackRock ain't got shit on 13 market moves, because the probability of the market finishing lower by the end of the year, and just for clarity, the market on S&P futures is trading like at 62.50, 62.60, and I would say there is a 10-to-1 shot that the market by the end of the year is going to be way below 6,000. Now, he's saying it's going to be higher. Well, okay, he could still be right on his bet of 2-to-1 if the fucking market, somehow pulls off another 10 points higher by the end of the year. He didn't say by how much, right? but guys, anybody that wants to make money with options, right, that's what it takes. Not only do you need to understand whether something is going to go higher or lower, but you need to absolutely be certain by how much, because that's exactly what allows you to calculate the correct strike price. Anybody can say, well, the market's going to go higher, but or lower. But why do people not make money simply by understanding that? Well, it's because they buy the wrong strike price, okay? And buying the wrong strike price, even though if you're directionally correct, will not make you money with options. So for that reason, guys, I'm trying to explain this. It's kind of a lengthy explanation, but hopefully it's going to reach someone that really tries to understand the options market. And I'm telling you right now, Wall Street lives in a fucking imaginary world. They ignore every possible thing that will tank this market. And guys, we know the facts, okay? Sure, we can talk about the bond collapse, we can talk about the dollar collapse, we can talk about, the World War III, we can talk about all this shit, right? Which is already a known fact, which is not the thing that causes the market to go up or down, okay? But I'm talking about in the next 5 months, the way their models are pricing the data, okay, is totally fucking unacceptable, because their models are pricing shit for absolute perfection at the market top, exactly at the moment where the real economy is literally gonna fucking fall apart and collapse, not just in the United States, but some other parts of the world as well. So this market is so fucking mispriced, is what we're looking at here at 13 market moves. I mean, this market is mispriced like it's never been mispriced in the history of the financial markets. And that's what actually makes it so possible, okay, to have an easy trade when the whole world is bullish on the robotaxi event, on Tesla shares, and the fucking buying calls. And, who told you to buy puts? 13 fucking market moves, okay? We told you to buy puts. Okay, Wall Street told you to buy calls. Who's fucking right or wrong? Who's making the fucking money on the Tesla trade? God damn it. 357 was entry 1, 346 was entry 2. Tesla's at fucking 293. Okay? And anybody's going to tell you to go buy Tesla now, I'm telling you, they do not have a fucking brain, because they simply, like, when somebody just so brainwashed that they cannot do 2 + 2, I mean, it's a problem. Okay, they have zero chance of making fucking money in the markets. So the market can do the math in error for a while, which is what's been happening over the course of almost last 90 days. Okay, since I'm not sure why this part is not getting more coverage. Literally, when Trump on April 8th said, hey, buy the dip, I mean, he knew that Federal Reserve were going to buy bonds that day, and they were going to rescue the fucking market. He knew it. That's why he said it. So that's inside information. Okay, fine. You want to get reach of inside information? Okay, fine. You can do that, occasionally, I guess, if you know the right people. But guess what? Even people that know the inside information, they will get fucked. The only truth about trading the financial markets, okay, is understanding the charts and the psychology. And paying your dues, understanding that the market could be wrong for 90 fucking days. And you're right, and yet you could still be losing money until everything that's been so fucking mispriced gets actually priced correctly by the markets. And that situation is irreversible. Okay? This situation right now in the markets will absolutely get unglued in the next few weeks. It could be next week. I mean, July 4th. Let me tell you how crazy this shit is. And this is something you're not going to hear in the news. You're not going to hear any fucking Wall Street analyst telling you about this, okay? So generally speaking, the volatility dies down in situations like when you have a holiday weekend, holiday week, like a July 4th. So let me tell you typically what does exceptionally well during like a July 4th holiday. Guess what goes up? Like with a 90% probability. Around July 4th, Tesla goes, the week of July 4th, Tesla always fucking goes high. What are we getting this week? No. Tesla is in the doghouse. And it's a dog with fleas beyond like fucking anything you fucking know. So it's got way bigger drop ahead. So we got some abnormalities like this that are giving you a sign that the market is like totally miscalculating a lot of things. So let me tell you another thing that normally does exceptionally well during the July 4th week or any holiday week for that matter, or around the holidays. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin can't catch a fucking break. Everybody and their mother-in-law at this point, and their dog, and their cat are bullish on Bitcoin. And yet, the shit cannot break out higher. You got goddamn MSTR Sailor buying another $500 million last week. You got everybody buying the fuck out of Bitcoin, and it cannot break out higher. What does that tell you? Somebody is fucking selling it. It's that simple. Okay? When you have something with limited supply and the whole world is buying, not like, oh, let me go buy a couple of Bitcoin here. Man, we're talking about fucking thousands of Bitcoins are being bought, and this shit cannot break out higher. Well, there's two things that I think to consider here. It's either Bitcoin supply is really not limited to 21 million, or somebody is selling a shitload while all these idiots on Wall Street are buying. So, which, to me, this would be an exciting fact to watch, that Wall Street gets fucked by fucking Satoshi Nakamoto, ends up being some fucking guy, a regular guy that created this thing out of his garage or something, you know, who's never been rich or never financed by fucking Rockefeller family or their friends or goddamn fuckers in Israel, you know? Like, this shit, guys, it's real. And I want this dude out of his garage to unload all his Bitcoins on them goddamn Wall Street fucking bullshit motherfuckers that are fucking people around the world. I want to see it happen. Yes, absolutely. So I'm a little bit biased on this trade from that standpoint. But from the standpoint of the charts, I'm not fucking biased. Okay, the volume is done out. Okay, despite of all these people buying shitload of gazillion fucking, you know, billions of dollars, putting it in Bitcoin, it cannot break out high. That's not a bull. Okay, that's not bullish. So for those of you that are still holding your breath, oh my God, it's going to break out. Leo, you're so wrong. It's going higher. It's going to be 130 tomorrow. You know how many fucking times I've heard people tell me, Leo, you're wrong. This shit is going to be at 130 tomorrow? Get the fuck out of here. These people are not looking at charts. They're not looking at the 2+2. They're focused on Michael Saylor brainwashing them. They're focused on, oh my God, well, the state of Texas now is going to buy it. And there's another state that's going to buy it. And there's another. Japan is buying it. And everybody's buying it. And the motherfucking whole fucking world is buying it. And yet the shit cannot break out higher. So get the fuck out of here. Like, you got to understand some basic stuff about trading. Man, you're going to have people sit there and tell you it's going to go to 1 million and 200,000 and 130,000. And, hey, bro, it's a fucking pie in the sky. The economy is going to hell. They can feed you all these lies, all these bullshit stories. You just focus on basic stuff. You don't need to keep the shit complicated. You want to nail a 60x trade? It's not going to be on buying Bitcoin, okay? Those people that bought Bitcoin and already made 60x trade, that's who's fucking selling to them idiots on Wall Street. That's who's fucking selling. It's the guy that already making 60x, 160x, 600x, fucking 1600x. Those are the people that are selling it to them now. So, 60x trade on Bitcoin from here is on put options, damn it. Yes, sure, you got to get the timing right. Yes, sure, it's been side trading fucking bulls and short sellers. And, anytime something does not move, okay, when you trade directional options, you will get fucked. So you got to be there. You got to be patient. You got to, you cannot stay completely out of the market, just watch it, but you got to be ready because this move is coming. I'm telling you, I've recorded a couple of messages where I said that Bitcoin is going to have absolutely one of the biggest one-day drops the world has ever seen. Now, I'm not sure what the catalyst for it is going to be, but based off the current market conditions, it could happen on any given day. It could happen fucking tomorrow. It could happen on the day when normally nobody would expect it to happen, like a July 4th. July 4th, I mean, Bitcoin should be fucking going to the moon. But I wouldn't be shocked if exactly the opposite took place. And Bitcoin, you could see, look, people expecting Bitcoin, like it's trading at 107. Okay, people expecting Bitcoin to go to a minimum of 130 in not so distant future, right? So basically we're talking about a 23,000 point drop. And what I'm saying is, I wouldn't be shocked if instead of doing that, Bitcoin dropped by 23,000 points. So, which wouldn't even be a big deal. I mean, it still put us at like in the 80s somewhere. And, wouldn't be a big deal if Bitcoin went down back to 84K. So, guys, the market, you're trading imaginary bull market right now. It is absolutely imaginary. None of this shit is going to hold up because the fundamentals to support it, they're simply not there. Okay? Look, I've seen some real bull markets and I've seen some imaginary markets, and this has got to be the most imaginary bull market the world has ever seen. So, guys, if you want to buy calls, it's on you. But, you're not going to make 60x on calls buying the market at the fucking top. You're not even going to make 16x. You're not even going to make fucking 6x buying calls with the market trading at all-time highs. So, at least understand that if you want to turn any kind of money, like if you're working with a few $1,000 in the market, you want to catch a 60x trade, it's going to be on puts. It's not going to be on calls. I mean, you're working with a couple of $1 million in the market, you want to go 60x, it's not going to be on calls, damn it. It's not going to be on calls. And unfortunately, most of the people are so brainwashed, like they're like, well, I can't buy calls right now. Oh my God, the market is so bullish. They're saying, everybody on Wall Street saying it's going to go higher. Every analyst, it's going higher. It's going to fucking go higher. The market's going to go to all-time highs forever and ever, and it's never going to fucking drop. So like, when you arrive at that point, you can't even get yourself to click the button to buy puts. Like, that's when it's absolutely the fucking time to buy puts. So, and another part is Wall Street's going to brainwash you about it. They're going to be like, well, we have the broadening of the market. The small caps now, they're going to catch up to the big caps. They're going to fucking outperform. They're going to do this bunch of crap. And yes, RTY did go up today. But guess what? You got to take advantage of situations like that and short the hell out of the small caps. Like if inflation runs higher and Fed is not going to cut the rates, which is exactly what's going to happen, Fed is not going to be able to cut the rates because Trump has fucked it up so bad for the Fed. There's no way they're going to be able to cut rates because inflation is about to go, like, guys, inflation is about to take off. Like anybody that says on Wall Street, well, you know, the impact of tariffs, you know, it's not a big deal. We're not going to see any inflation. They're so fucking wrong. Because look, if you do the 2 plus 2, just do the 2 plus 2 with me for 1 fucking second, damn it. Tariffs are going to be 10, 15%. Okay, plus the dollar devaluation of already 10, 15%. So you're talking about a real tariff on the United States consumer of 30%. Now, the only two outcomes of this is they're pretty simple, okay? It's either the United States consumer pays the tariff or the United States business pays the tariff. You see what I'm saying? So it's either earnings are going to go down because it's the businesses that are, you know, eating up the extra cost, or it's United States consumer. What if you look at either both of these situations, and those are 100% core outcomes, right? This is not like pie in the sky bullshit like Bitcoin going to $200,000 tomorrow. Like, this is not pie in the sky bullshit, Bitcoin going to $1 million by the end of the year like some people say. I'm talking about hardcore shit, guys. Okay? United States businesses are going to make less money. It's outcome one. Or United States consumer is going to go fucking bankrupt because now their buying power goes by 30%. Or there could be a combination of both. So none of these outcomes are good for the real economy. I'm not saying that some hyped up AI stocks cannot go higher. What I am saying, when real economy is collapsing, when people are losing jobs, and when businesses are recording less income, less earnings per share, that does not equate to the fucking market going higher. All of these scenarios are bearish, and none of them are priced in, because currently the market is pricing the probability, the highest probability that everyone is talking about is Federal Reserve is going to cut the rates twice this year. Well, I'm here to tell you, Federal Reserve probably not going to cut the rates at all. Why? Because inflation is about to run the fuck out to the moon. And people are saying, well, but these inflation reports, man, they look pretty in check. They look pretty fucking good. Guys, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. Number one, these reports are not fucking real. And they can only be sustained and misrepresented for so long, because there's going to be a moment when inflation numbers are going to be, there's going to be such a gap between the way they're trying to represent them and the actual inflation number rocketing the fuck out to the moon, like from so-called 3%. Inflation right now is probably at 5, 6%, 7%, and it's about to go to 13, 14, 15. And so once that move is about to happen. Once that move happens, there's no stopping, guys. There's no masquerade in the numbers. None of that, okay, is calculated by the market participants right now that are buying the fucking top, telling you the market's going to go higher. There is an astounding probability of the market finishing the end of 2025 but like 30, 40, possibly even 50% lower. We're talking about the absolutely biggest, most beautiful short selling opportunity of all time. And the people already forgot how the market dropped, 21% over the course of just a few weeks, because now all they can see is the market just going higher. all the good stuff is priced in, but they're still saying, well, but the Fed is going to cut the rates, with the exception that the Fed is not going to cut no fucking rates. It's not. Because everything that Trump is doing is creating more inflation, more inflation, more inflation, more inflation. Go find one fucking instance in history where you have more and more inflation and Fed says, okay, we're going to cut rates. Okay? There's only one condition under which the Federal Reserve will cut rates, and that is when employment completely just begins to fall off the cliff. You saw how Fed got scared last year, like last August. Last August job report got Federal Reserve fucking thinking to the point where comes September, like, oh, fuck, man, we're going to cut half a point. But guess what? They can't cut half a point if these fake reports keep coming out. And, it's crazy when the Federal Reserve Chairman himself says, man, I don't believe these stats anymore. Literally, this is what the dude said in the last Federal Reserve meeting. He's like, man, these inflation numbers don't look right to us. Like, hold on. If the Fed tells you these numbers are not fucking real, can you just understand what's really fucking happening? This whole thing is so rigged, and the Wall Street is going to keep pushing for their fucking bonuses. They're going to keep pushing for the stocks to go higher. We're going into the biggest fucking collapse the world has ever seen, guys. So I just don't want you to miss it. But clearly, when it becomes apparent to everyone that the shit is collapsing, it's not the time to make the money. You got to get your 60x trades on now, while the world is asleep. Okay? While the world is big, beautifully bullshit bullish out of their fucking mind. You got to get your trades on now on the short side. Fuck. Anyways, this was not a message for everybody, but for somebody that really sees it, gets it, understands it, you got to get in touch with your coach now. Put on the fucking trade tonight, tomorrow morning. Okay, have a fucking plan, a strategy. There's stocks that are going to collapse fucking 30, 50% over the course of the next few trading sessions. What are you going to do? Fucking buy SPY calls because, the market is so bullish. You're not going to make shit. As a matter of fact, if you've been buying SPY calls, you're not making shit. The reason being is, we haven't had a big move, expansion to the upside. Yeah, the market, it makes an appearance like it's moving higher, but if you look at the percentage points, or just if you just measure it in terms of points, the market's been going higher by 5 points a day, 10 points, 30, 40 points. Really, I mean, my God, we had a day where the market went up by like 60 points. It's been like, wow, it looks like a big fucking green candle. But guess what? That green candle is absolutely nothing in comparison to the way the market could be moving by 200 points lower in a day. Okay, that's going to be a red candle 3-4 times bigger than the green candles, than the biggest green candles you have witnessed over this 90-day big, beautiful bullshit bull run. Okay? So, be on the right side of the fucking market. Nobody has made 60x nobody has made 60x going long at the fucking top. The only way you can go and make 60x is when options are way underpriced, when the whole world thinks shit's going to keep going high because they've been brainwashed. And the only way you can make 60x is by shorting the fucking market and not the actual indexes, right? Not just the indexes. You got to go for specific stocks right now. Just like CRCL last week. Just like Tesla over the course of last 5 trading sessions. You got to go and find them. APP, right? That's app loving. You got to fucking love it. It keeps making money on the short side. Keeps giving it, man. All you got to do is just go get it. Talking about Netflix. Nobody could, oh my God, well, Netflix could never fucking drop. Well, here it is, almost a 100-point drop today between the highs and the lows. Like, if you're not catching those, guys, you're dead fucking asleep. I mean, you need to wake the fuck up. Anyway, if you're not if you're not thinking about making at least a few $1 million in the market in the next couple of months, guys, like, you should just fucking unsubscribe, because the opportunity is here. Fucking do it now, or just you shouldn't even be trading. You should not even be trading. If your strategy is to wake up every morning and the market is bullish, and your strategy is to go buy some SPY calls, fuck it. You can't even call yourself a fucking trader. You're, I don't know, what should we call somebody like that? A fucking groupie? Goddamn brainwashed groupie. And that's what like 99% of the market is right now. So all you got to do is bet against the brainwashed groupies, and you're going to make fucking millions. Can you make it more simple than this? I don't know. I don't know if we've ever seen a more simple fucking brainwashed bullshit bull ever in the history. So anyways, it's up to you what you do with this information. But a few of you are really going to know what to do with it. You should get in touch with a 30 Market Moves coach. You should go sign up. Guys, we may be taking all the courses down, all the websites down, everything. We're taking down everything. So, like, I don't know, you may or may not have a chance. Like, we're keeping just like a core group of people that, you know, made millions with us in the past, and like they want to catch this opportunity to go to 20, 30 mil. So if you have a chance to get in touch with your coach, you should fucking do it today. Okay? Because for those of you that have been around, that know the moves, that study them, like, you deserve to go up to 20, 30 mil in the next 5-6 months. And it's fucking real, and it's possible. So there's going to be a point. I'm not even going to have time to record any messages, because we're just going to be like, there are moments in the market just going to be laser fucking focused in the market. Yeah, you can't even go get a coffee break or go to the rest. You got to be glued. You got to be there. You got to be living and breathing it. And, you know, you can't get sidetracked with bullshit. And I'm telling you, those of you that are going to do it in the next 5 months, fuck, you're going to make it to the magnitude like 99.999999% of traders will never fucking make it. So, congratulations to those of you that understand the moves, that understand the severity of the market conditions right now. And for those of you that are ready to fucking rock, let's fucking rock it to the moon with the put options this time. 30 Market Move style. Get in touch with your coach today. Let's go.